So as I was saying, right, how do we use inducement? So inducement can be used in many ways. First of all, it can be used as your profit target. It can be used to enter a trade, and it can also be used to validate breaks of structures. Now, looking at this scenario here, right? Looking at this scenario here, we have our inducement, which I marked it out earlier, right? This low act as our inducement. I always mark it X. You see my chart, you see that I denote it as X. So after inducement has been taken out, you start looking for a point of interest directly below your inducement, right? The next point of interest should be to hold, even if the market has not created a valid break of structure. But since the market has already taken out the first inducement, has already taken out, when the market takes out the first move, which is our inducement, right? You can be looking to enter a trade of this zone here, right? Normally, you don't need a structure in this case, something of this sort, right? And now that the market has taken out inducement, we bought in the zone below. We now have a break of structure, right? The market has taken out our inducement. So this is one of the use inducement to you can use inducement. So basically, this inducement is a first valid pullback. It's a first valid pullback, right? So if you're marking off, if I start from here, let's say price currently is here. Now our first valid pullback will now be here. This is our first valid pullback, which is our inducement in this case. So I'll expect market in the future to come and take out this before buying, or for the market to create new inducement, then before it comes back to this zone. So basically, that is the concept of inducement. And let me go into the chart, right? Before I go into the chart, let me show you how you can use this inducement to have a valid breaks of how we use this inducement to get breaks of structure, right? Let's say the market is going up, something of this sort. So the market needs to take out an inducement first before it gives us what we call a valid break of structure. So in this case, right, the difference between this and what you see on YouTube is that the people will mark this as a break of structure. They will mark this as a break of structure and also mark this as a break of structure. Sorry about that. And they will also mark this as a break of structure, right? Of course, these are not all breaks of structure. Some people will mark this as they'll map this as the change of characters. In this case, they start selling from here. So there are many ways. There are many ways where the market can likely trap you. In this case, right? You map this as your break of structure here. Then you are looking to buy here. Once you buy here, you have been induced, right? You serve as liquidity to people that know what they are doing in the market. For the next person that maps this as a break of structure, they will be looking to buy here. Same thing induced. So now, how do you use this inducement I just showed you to your advantage? How do you use this inducement I showed you to your advantage to map out structure correctly? That is what I want to show you. Sorry about that. I forgot that I needed to. I want to clear out. Yeah, I wanted to clear out these things on the chat. I thought these were real chats because if they were real chats, I could just erase the drawing. Yeah, if you have a question, you can ask. There's no need for you to trade that market structure, right? The market is if there is a market that keeps creating inducement and not taking it out, there's no need for you to trade it. The market is just simply building liquidity to gather it at the point, then move. Now we have multiple time frame analysis, right? The better you what you might be looking as just a normal move on 4 hours would have created inducement on the 1 hour, something like that. So that's why multiple analysis is important. Okay, so let's look at this now, right? Let's look at this. You see the way I marked my structure, right? Our first pullback in this case, the market started from here. We had this pullback. The pullback was never taken out. So this is the pullback that the low got taken out in this case, right? So this is our inducement in this case. When the low got taken out by this move, the market rallied up, giving us a break of structure. So for a break of structure to be valid, the market needs to take out inducement, which is a valid pullback. Inducement is the first valid pullback, right? So now, once the market takes out our inducement and we are looking for an entry, what we also need is we also need an inducement before our entry, or else the entry will be an inducement. So we need something of this. We also need some sort of inducement here, which is this. This is the first pullback here, right? And then when the market finally comes down, takes out the inducement, and gives us a confirmation at our zone, then we can be looking to buy in this case. Now, when we buy in this case, when we buy in this case, the market gives us a nice break of structure. So this is how we use inducement. If you have any question, you can ask. Please, before we wrap up, we let's look at real chart examples. Let's look at our real chart examples in this case. I know if I just explain like this without showing you real chart examples, it doesn't really make any sense, right? It doesn't really make any sense. So I'll start from, let me look for a convenient zone where I can start from. Okay. Hello, you are breaking up. I'm not getting you. Are you still there? Okay. Please, are you still there? Indicate if you can still hear me. Oh God, network. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. You network started disturbing. Let me reshare back the screen so that we can continue from where we stopped. So can you see my screen? Okay. So we're talking about inducement and real chart examples, right? So let me show you how you can spot this on the real charts. Let us not talk all on charts that are not real, right? So let's start from here. Let's start from here. At this point in time, you see that the market pushed down, pushed up, and pushed down. So this was our inducement. So the first thing we should have waited for or looked for to get a sell is for the market to take out this inducement, but the market did not, right? So what did the market do in this case? Yes, what did the market do in this instance? The market went ahead to create another inducement here. So we have this pullback here. I hope you can see the pullback clearly. Okay. Come again. Yes, this is it. This one. This one. Why did I not end here? This is I told you that for a pullback to be valid, right? For a pullback to be valid, the market needs to take out the high of the lowest candle in that range, which here is the high and here is the low. So the market needs to take out both the high and the low. You can see from here that when the market took out this high, it gave a pullback before finally taking out the low. So for us here, we have this pullback here, right? This is our lowest candle. The high got taken out and the low got taken out. So when this low got taken out, now the market pushed above and finally gave us a break of structure. So this is, in this case, this is a valid break of structure here. Now our inducement has been taken out here, right? I told you that when inducement is taken out, you can buy from the next POI. So, or you can sell. It doesn't really matter the, yes, it's just that if the market is going up, right, the inducement is taken out, you can buy. If the market is going out and down, the inducement is taken out, you can uh 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 yes, you can sell. So now the inducement has been taken out here, so you can see now that how we get how I get the charts that I normally send to the group. This is a move here. That is the beautiful move, right? That is our sell position there. Then if you continue down, right? If you continue down here, you see that we have this other inducement here, right? This is our lowest candle in this range, this black candle. This blue candle is not regarded because it's an insider bar, right? So this black candle, the high got taken out by the week of this candle, and the low also got taken out. So this is our inducement in this case here. That is our inducement. Then the market happens to tap into our point of to a point of interest. Then we got a sell, right? Now you see, one every good thing with the strategy is that the strategy should have the ability to repeat uh multiple times. That is what is good with the strategy, right? That's what you that is how people understands and I don't know, I cannot really find the words. That is how people know whether a strategy is good. When you are looking for a strategy that is good, you should be able to see it repeat over and over multiple times in the chart. Then from there, now you can this strategy like this is good. Now, right, if we continue to spot our inducement in this case, you see that at this point in time, this was our inducement, right? This was our inducement here. If I mark a point that you see that is it's you need explanation on, you let me know. I don't need my students to be average. I need all of my students, and none of my students becomes an average trader unless the ones that are lazy. So this is our inducement here. The inducement got taken out, and you can see that the market tapped into this zone, right? The market tapped into a zone here and dropped off. If you continue, you will see multiple of them. You see multiple of them here, right? You can see it again. This is our inducement. Inducement got taken out. The market tapped into this zone and it went down. It went down. It went down here. So even if I show you again, right? Even if I show you again, this is this is our inducement in this case. The high. This is the high of the inducement. The inducement got taken out. The inducement got taken out. The market tapped into this zone and still dropped and still dropped, right? It still dropped, hitting our take profit. There are many of these instances. There are many of these instances after the market hit our take profit. Now it has now started gradually reversing to the upside. So there are many of these instances. You can see it everywhere if you study well. So I hope you learned from this class. I hope you learn from this class. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'll be okay.